Edgar Berlanga just barely getting the decision against Marcelino Coceres. Uh, I think we have to stop like immediately anointing power punchers. Like just because a guy is getting knockouts, it doesn't it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that much actually. Having power is dope, and it's particularly if you can mix that in with good boxing skills, you get Gennady Golovkin. You know what I mean? You get Canelo. You get Sergey Kovalev. There's a lot of guys that are great punchers that also have great technique that can set that up, right? And I think that Berlanga got like anointed as next. You know what I mean? Because he was very exciting. He's got 16 whatever first round knockouts in a row, and it's exciting. It is exciting. He's an exciting fighter. But I think what Coceres showed is that there's levels. There's class levels where what looks amazing and extraordinary at this lower level is not so extraordinary at this higher level. And I think for one, it's what the fight showed was that his power is great, but at a higher level, he's not able to set it up. He doesn't have the boxing acumen yet. You know what I mean? To set his shots up against higher level guys. And Coceres, he's not like a top guy, but he gave Billy Joe Saunders a hell of a fight, and he's clearly just on that fight alone has way more experience at the top level than Berlanga does. I don't really think Berlanga's fought, that many really serious opponents yet. This is the first like serious opponent that's not just showing up. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that these guys are showing up, but you get what I mean. Like, this is the first really, really live body that he's been in with that has experience. And I think that experience difference showed. Berlanga's got a great jab. He's got great power. He doesn't have great speed, but he's got decent, quickness and pop in his punches. But I think like when you get that many knockouts and you kind of get anointed culturally, like if you're not getting guys out with that first couple shots, it's like, oh, well, I got to keep doing this. Like, yeah, bro, you got to do that for 12 rounds when you get to the highest level. You know what I mean? So I just think that it's important, and I hope this was a really good learning experience for him to get dropped, maybe get humbled a little bit. Hopefully he takes this fight and it's the greatest lesson of his whole career. You know what I'm saying? Because he has a lot of talent. I've done multiple videos on him before about how excited I was about him. Still am. But I think that this fight showed in a real way like where his level is at right now as far as fighting serious contenders. And he's definitely not there. He has a lot of developing to do. And he has to be able to mix it up. I think my biggest problem with him is he has one speed on the shots. There's no touch shots. There's no quick, and then, there's no touch shots and then hard shots. There's no quick power. It's rare that you see him put more than 2 or 3 together without it looking kind of reckless. And I'm to be honest with you, I'm a little surprised with having Andre Rogier as his trainer that his skills aren't a little more refined than they are. And he's also super young. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying I think when we anoint punchers, especially young guys like this, it puts this like unrealistic pressure on them that, has nothing to do with their progression as a fighter. So I just think, I wasn't that impressed with his performance. And I think he has a lot to work on. You know what I mean? If he's the killer as advertised, like he's got to walk through guys like this. Then this was a very difficult fight for him. I could have seen, honestly, the decision going the other way. I had it 95-94 for Berlanga. But he got dropped in the 9th round, and he's just a hair away from having a 1 on the end of that record. And then what is that? You know what I mean? In modern boxing, how much does that hurt your stock? It hurts it a lot. You know what I mean?